Hey, can everybody hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Okay, no problem. My name is Nate and I am with Sheen magazine.
Hi, Nate.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Yeah, so I saw that in reading a little bit of your content online that you're actually from Brooklyn, correct?
Yes.
Okay, okay. And then I did want to, if you can just give me a second. My
No
apologies.
problem.
Okay, so the first question that I wanted to ask was just due to the fact that you are from New York City, if you could just share with us a bit of what your experience was growing up into this in the city and then merging into becoming a phenomenal actress.
Thank you. My family immigrants from Nigeria. So, and I grew up in Brooklyn around in a neighborhood full of immigrants, not African, but just like Chinese, Vietnamese, Puerto Rican, Dominican,
Right.
Central American. So it was, yeah, again, it just felt at home because people were, the kids that I hung out with had parents who were from other countries. And so, and I'm one of seven. So then I had a whole bunch
Okay.
of siblings. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of siblings where we're just kind of like, out here in New York. And, my mom was really great because she loved to go to Manhattan. And so we would go see the New York came in Manhattan. Take the train into Manhattan and like go to stores and shop and yeah, when people always ask me like, what is it like to grow up in New York? It's kind of hard to answer because that's all I know. But um, I couldn't imagine growing up anywhere else because of that. Just like it really, again, cliche, but it is such a melting pot. Yeah, great.
Right, right. And I guess do you feel like the fact that you were able to grow up in such in an area where there is so much diversity and you see so many different cultures, do you feel that that's something that may have contributed to you acting in a sense or having some sort of understanding when you're stepping into your role?
Oh, that's a great question. The plan wasn't for me to become an actor. I was supposed to be a
Okay.
doctor. That was
Oh, wow, that makes sense.
yeah, it's like, very typical, authentic Nigerian, plan for all your kids. And so I, you know, again, it's funny how in life, in hindsight, you can connect dots. At the time, becoming an actor felt very random, like why, but in hindsight, I can point to, oh, why and how I got to this point. And like you said so beautifully, all of those experiences living in New York has allowed me to just see life in many different ways that I actually have never been conscious of. You're the first person that ever asked me this question to just pull from, as I'm telling all kinds of stories and taking in all kinds of stories. Like, New York, you can see theater, film. As an adult, I got to see a lot of different things that I don't know if I would have been able to have access to when I was, if I lived somewhere else. And that has influenced me as an actor, as an artist, as a filmmaker. Like, oh, what do I want to do? How do I want to do it? With what kind of people? And
Yeah.
just being able to see stories with different people, it means a lot, to somebody who is trying to find their way, is not sure if there's a place for her. It means a lot to be around a lot of people who are like me, in different ways, but trying to find their place as well. So yeah, I didn't feel alone in that.
Okay, okay. And how do you go about like getting into your character? Can you tell us a bit about what your process is?
Yeah, I love research. And I'm open to anything, directors want to share anything about anything they want me to read, take a look at, listen to. I love, 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 love all of that. Um, it's kind of like going back to school in a way, but in the best way because you're like really diving in and also exposing myself to something that I maybe never was aware of, and so I love that.
Wow.
a lot of reading, reading the script and making sure I understand the relationships, um, and then asking a lot of questions if I'm allowed to, if I'm able to, if I have opportunity to. But I've been pretty lucky where people have given space for that. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And can you tell me a little bit more about your role in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, what we can expect to see from you?
Yeah, I mean, the role of Sarah Wilson, she is, she's like an inside, um, not a peek, like an inside glimpse at Sam Wilson's life, before, who he is, his foundation. And is that person, like, if anyone knows what it's like to have a sibling or family
Right.
members who aren't gonna, who are gonna tell you the truth, or gonna, come at you from their raw, authentic space, and like where it can be tense, but then there's joy, and then, but all of that is steeped in love. And so I think, yeah, that's what Sarah is with her brother. It's like authentic love, honest love.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And I do see that you, aside from this project, have a very extensive movie. I do see that you were also in Pariah, which I actually attended the premiere for when I was younger. And then I did see you were in like 12 Years a Slave.